What's up, everyone? It's me again. So today I'm gonna give you my first impressions on Destiny 2's Beyond Light. I've been playing it for a little bit over 2 days now, and it's been really fun. I've been just grinding out stuff as you do when a new expansion comes out. I've been doing the story here and there. I think I finished it. I say I think because I'm not sure. If you like this video, just remember to give it a like and subscribe. Mandatory YouTube stuff because I tend to forget to say that, and I need subscribers because I wanna have my opinions validated, please. I'm just kidding. Nah, but if you do enjoy it, give it a like, maybe subscribe if you want to. Let's get the show on the road then, shall we? Everything is dark. Literally, it's dark mode. That's the thing I wanted for the longest time that I've been playing Destiny. I was tired of the whole light looking menus and everything. Now everything's dark. I'm pretty sure I'll show a video of it here, but you can switch between light and dark subclasses depending on which subclass you have. So like right now I'm playing as a hunter, Revenant, the subclass thingy for the dark. So for the dark, it's basically dark but blue, you know. It's like it has a blue aura on your character, and if it's light subclasses, it will be like a light surrounding your character. So it's all dark, just the character will change kind of color. Anyway, that's cool. I love that. Another thing, the actual menu for the subclass for the dark subclasses, which are extremely cool. I like the animation of them. They look so, I don't know, fantastic. They just look so nice and neat. I kind of wish they do the same treatment to the light subclasses, to have like a 3D animation of the character you have standing with the actual subclass, or the actual subclass weapon. But we'll see. Maybe they'll update later on. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. For now, I really like the subclass. It's very cool. Snow maps are there. Europa is literally the biggest snow map that I've seen, and it looks absolutely beautiful. And I'm probably gonna show that here with a little montage that I put up. As you saw, it's fantastic. It's so cool, dude. Like, this thing has been worth it. I don't know. I love snow. All right, I love snow. I don't like the cold. I love snow though. Another thing I wanted to bring up, there's this cool thing that happens when you're going around doing whatever you need to do in Europa. For example, you stop and, I don't know, you know, take out some Vex. There will come a time where the wind will get rougher. There's going to be a lot more snow coming in, or faster winds, and it's going to get very foggy. And I love that. It gives you that this place is really going to come down with a heavy snow right now, and you can't see anything. Well, you can see your like 10 15 feet in front of you, but you can't see anything past that. So whenever you come across an enemy, it's like a jump scare in a way, but it's pretty cool. Like, I wasn't expecting them to do that. That was pretty cool the first time I saw it. But yeah, that's just one of those, it's a little thing, but it really gives you the detail of like how extensive they went with this. I really like that little detail they added. I'm not gonna go too in depth into everything. I'm just gonna let you guys know here too. I'm just gonna point out some good things, some bad things. I'm not really gonna do a full review yet. Anyway, going back to the subject, difficulty. This is a thing that for the majority of Destiny, well, I played anyway, it hasn't really been too difficult, which is not really a bad thing, because I know when it comes to Destiny, armor equals more resistance to damage, and if you didn't have enough armor, you wouldn't get enough of those points to help you not die. At the beginning, it got a little harder. It was more of a, okay, I need to get my power level at least up until, or 1150, that's like the halfway point through where I'm at right now. You need to be 1200 to do this, to kill certain enemies. So you see that's where the whole difficulty comes in. But after a while, you start earning new stuff. When you play the game, you're gonna get more things. There's gonna be a soft cap, basically, which is I think 1200 right now. And then after that soft cap comes in, you're gonna have to start doing more difficult stuff, like Nightfalls on master difficulty, to get more to get pinnacle gear, which is the thing you need to go into the hard hard cap. Yeah, so it hasn't really been as difficult, but it has been a challenge for me, at least, because it's like I usually tend to level up first, public events or something, and then do the thing that I need to do. But because of my stubborn self, I just like to go in there and not really care. So I just keep going, I keep dying, I keep coming back to the entrance. So I it's more of my own fault that I didn't really level up much, because I was just trying to have fun with the game. It is what it is. I just kind of went along with it. So anyway, yeah, it's difficult. Will depend on how much you do in the game. If you don't do a lot, or rather if you don't play the game much, don't expect to have resistance against a lot of enemies. And if you don't know how to use mods and stuff like that, it's gonna be a little harder, but you'll get used to it the more you play. And the more you play, you're obviously going to get better gear, and with better gear will come better enemy resistance, and so on and so forth, until you get used to it. That's pretty much the whole cycle of difficulty in this. I don't know if I went over the whole seasonal mods and things, how they're changing it from this expansion forward. The seasonal mods, which are anti-barrier stuff like that, all of them will be on your armor instead of your weapons. For example, it's going to be mostly on your arm. You're going to see here right now that the arm there's a lot of arm mods for this season, which kind of sucks because I kind of wanted some armor mods to be somewhere else, but it's a nice system. I actually kind of like it. Prefer it to be more here than just putting it on a weapon, on each weapon. It's gonna be a while before I get used to it, because I'm more used to putting weapons. Like I had 2 or 3 weapons with seasonal mods that would help me just switch it out, you know, if I do need anything else. But it is what it is. It's gonna be a while before we could get used to the new system. That's really my take on seasonal mods, which is a good thing. All these points that I'm pointing out right now, they're the good things of my experience with Destiny right now. Yeah, so the story. So yeah, I'm not gonna spoil the story too much. So I'm gonna just say that it's the same thing that Shadowkeep was. It wasn't as much, but I think if you don't do the activities that are in between, which I did some of them. If you do the story and you take breaks between missions, it will be longer. And by that I mean is that if you do the filler content in between, you're gonna have more time to do the story and be at a good level. I beat it yesterday, so it took me, I guess, a whole day, so which isn't really a long time, but when you have filler content in between and you're actually doing the things on the planet and exploring, it does take a bit. So, you know, it wasn't it wasn't the shortest story. It was good. Like, it wasn't like Shadowkeep where, you know, I kind of got tired of Shadowkeep after a while of it just being that short. But Shadowkeep also had a lot of, like, the nightmare hunts were actually pretty fun. Like, I like those. I still do. It's not like I dislike Shadowkeep, but you kind of obviously get bored after a while. The story was good. That's all I'm really gonna say. I'm not gonna say too much because, again, this is a first impression. I'm not gonna make it super long. The story was good. It's a bit on the short side, again, but half of the story is gonna be that, and then half of it is gonna be on the raid, which I think is the formula Bungie's kind of going for. I'd rather have something that's good and short than something that's long and drawn out be bad. The music, okay, so Bungie released the soundtrack already before the game, like a day before, on YouTube. I was listening to it, and like Shadowkeep, it has a few tracks that are good. It wasn't the best thing ever. Like, if you check the comments, there are a lot of people that swear this is the best thing ever. I thought it was better than Shadowkeep, but it wasn't like perfection. Like, to me, Rise of Iron was that's it. Like, Rise of Iron is the best one there is. Obviously, music is subjective. I'm not gonna tell you, hey, this is the best thing ever. Rise of Iron could be perfection for me, but it doesn't make it a fact that I'm not gonna, you know, sit here and say that. It had a few tracks that are good, but it wasn't. Oh, I'm sorry, it was not Shadowkeep. The music is kind of like Forsaken. Forsaken had like a good few tracks that were the best. It's way better than Shadowkeep. Shadowkeep's music was so, like, I don't know, I don't like it, like, at all now. It's just a thing that you just keep listening to over and over again, and it's partially the problem because I kept being on missions and I listened to the same thing over and over again. And I'm not saying Shadowkeep is bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just that after it gets to a point where it's very repetitive, you just kind of stop. But it's not the best thing in the series. Like, it's not the best thing for me. Again, I'm gonna reiterate that because I know someone's gonna be like, hey, shut up, your opinion is garbage. Rise of Iron is my thing. Like, I just love that soundtrack more than anything. Who knows, maybe in The Witch Queen is gonna give me another opinion. I don't know. who knows, dude? Like, honestly, like, music is very subjective. For anybody that's gonna probably go down in the comments and try to give me a certain talking to, like, just know that it's my opinion. All right, so now we're gonna go into what the bad things were, which aren't a lot, but they kind of do a bit irritate me. At least, again, these are my impressions. They're not like facts. So that's just the things that I've experienced in the game. And if you watch my live stream that I do here on YouTube, you'll see some of the time. It doesn't really show that much, but yeah. So we'll start with the connection issues, which I'll show a picture here. That happens a lot. Connection issues are a thing here. I just land on Europa. Give it 5 minutes. Stand on Europa for 5 minutes, and you're gonna get that, and then it will send you back to Farrax. It's a bit annoying. It's not that big of an issue, like, compared to the first like hour or two when this thing dropped. This is like nothing, because you just get sent back. You don't get kicked out to orbit, but it's still bad. This is coming back to the story. There's a lot of focus where it doesn't need to be. Like, that's my point on the story. Like, there's a lot of focus on another character. Without really spoiling anything, I'm just gonna say there are focuses on characters that really, you know, they keep it brief. Kind of annoyed me a bit, because I kind of was expecting them to go a little bit more with that, give it a little bit more juice. Again, opinions, you know, I'm gonna keep it like that so that I don't spoil anything. Another thing is there's gonna be some sound inconsistencies. For example, you could be outside and you could be hiding behind a rock and you wouldn't hear anything, even though you're still outside. It's very minor. It's just me being nitpicky, but it could be like a wind gust or something, and it's like, oh, you go a little bit forward towards the outside of it and you're gonna hear but then when you go inside, you only hear your footsteps. Like, it's weird. You don't really go inside, but when you go, like, you know, you're still outside in the map. It's just that when you go like near a rock formation where it's like it has a little cover, you can still hear your footsteps. There is no sound whatsoever. That's the thing. It's just no sound. But when you go a little bit out to the edge of that rock formation, you hear everything. Maybe someone else noticed. If you noticed, let me know in the comment. Maybe I'm not fucking crazy. Aside from that, there isn't really much. I haven't really explored everything in the game when it comes to the expansion itself, so I'm gonna keep doing that. But in the meanwhile, yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Remember to leave a like, subscribe if you feel like, and leave a comment if you found this very informative or not. I don't know, leave a comment. I just want to talk to you guys. I read them, don't think I don't, but I bet you won't comment. Nah, but yeah, seriously, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace, have a good day.